Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will show you how you can connect your Excel file to the Access database and how you can retrieve all the data from your Access database to your Excel and display on list box of user form. So first we need to have a database on our Access. So I have already created a database and there is a table and some records are there. So I want to show all these records on my list box. So how can I do it? First of all, I show you how it works. So I click on this button and my user form is displayed here, and you can see all the records of database from my Access database are displayed on this list box. And when I click on any record, the data are showing on my text box here. So how can I do it, and what is the code behind this dialog box? I will explain. So please stay on this video from start to end. So let's start. I close this dialog box and go to the Excel VBA code window. This is the code window and I have created a user form. There are some text boxes and one list box where I want to show all the data from my Access database. So my first code is on initialize event of this user form. Initialize event will be triggered when this dialog box appeared first time. Okay, so I open initialize event. This is initialize event, and in this event I have called a subroutine get data from module 1. So I will explain this subroutine. This is the subroutine, and these are some variables I have declared. The first variable is con, which is object variable, and second variable is also object variable, and this is a string, and this is also a string, and this is also a string variable. Okay, this line will disable screen updating, and this line will disable the alerts. In this line I have stored the name of my Access database with complete path. The path is the same as my workbook, and stored the complete path to this database, and this line will store the table name to the variable tbl, and this line will create the connection object of ADODB and store that object to the object variable which is con, and this line will open the connection variable with connection string. The connection string is provider equal to microsoft.ace.oledb.12.0, and data source is our database name with complete path. I have already assigned the complete name with the complete path, and this line will create record set object and store to the record set variable. This is the SQL command. This command will select all the records from the table. Okay, and this line will open record set object. The record set is the set of all records of the table, and record set will perform all the actions related to the records, such as adding new records, deleting existing records, edit existing records, and navigate to the first record, last record, previous record, next record. I mean, all the actions that are related to the records can be performed through record set object. This line will open the record set object with two arguments. First is SQL command and second is connection object. And this line will create the columns of list box. Column numbers should be same as our fields of our database. So there are four fields on our table. So 4 columns should be there on our list box, and this is the integer variable idx, and in this line all the records from list box will be cleared, and this line will move the record pointer to the first record of record set. Okay, now in this stage we need to access all the records of our database one by one and put them into our list box. So we need to use a loop. This is the while loop, and this loop will be continued until the record pointer reaches to the end of file of our record set. And in this loop, this is the first line of this loop, and this will create a blank record on the list box. These lines will assign all the fields of table to the blank records. So the first cell of that record can be accessed by list method, and our first cell of that record will be emp id field, and the second cell of that record will be emp name field, and the third cell of that record will be address field, and the last cell of our record will be contact field. So all these fields are assigned to our record of list box by these 4 lines. This line will increase the idx variable. Idx is the index of our record of list box. Okay, and this line will move the record pointer to the next record of record set, and this line will close the loop, while loop. Okay, now I have used if condition to check the list count of list box. If list count is greater than 0, then the last record will be selected. Okay, and in this 2 line I have closed the record set and connection object, and in this 2 line I have released the record set variable and connection variable. Okay, and in this line screen updating is true, and in this line display alerts is true. So these are the code of get data subroutine I have explained, and I hope you understood. Now I will explain another subroutine, that is display records. This subroutine will display the value of selected record of list box to the text boxes. So the first line is variable declaration, that is idx variable, and I have used if condition in this line that will check the list index is greater than or equal to 0. If yes, then idx equal to list index, it means the index of selected record of list box. In these 4 lines, I have assigned the value of selected record of list box to the appropriate controls. In this line, I have assigned the first column of selected record of list box to the label control, that name is LVL amp ID, and in the text box, which name is amp name, TB amp name, the value of second column of selected record, and the TB address, which is another text box, I have assigned the third column of list of selected record. Okay, and the last column of selected record will be assigned to the TB contact text box. So all the columns of selected record of list box will be assigned to the appropriate controls. So these are the code to display the data from list box to the text box. Okay, and this subroutine can be called from the click event of our list box. This is the click event of list box, and I have called that subroutine here from module 1. Okay, now I run the program once again. I click on this button, the user form is displayed, and all the data from our database are displaying here on the list box, and when I click on any record, the value of selected record are displaying on our text boxes. Okay friends, if you like this video, please share it, like it, comment it, and thanks for watching. Thank you very much.